And if there is, which is kind of wild to me when you think about it, because you go back through the drafts and look at the draft history for Brad Holmes and what he's been able to do, it's tough to find a lot of, it's been tough to kind of find some misses, I guess.
Sure.
And the unrealistic people out there in the world will say, well, Onwuzurike has been a bust. If Onwuzurike comes back, and remember too, this is a name that the Lions wanted him. They weren't the only one. And you always hear that, right? When you go back throughout time, everybody's always like, well, we got the guy. If we didn't take him now, somebody else was going to. But Levi Onwuzurike, and as you put this together piece by piece, Flannel, because I make no bones about it. I was a Jalen Carter guy.
Same.
You can put a lot of logs on that interior line fire and keep things rolling. I honestly believe that Brad Holmes was looking at some of the people that maybe we forgot about, the Pascals, the Onwuzurikes, all that stuff. I think that he liked the depth because he's shown he'll step up to the crap table.
Sure.
And roll the character dice, as I would like to say. He's not adverse to it. But I think that when you look at what they've done in terms of free agency and the draft, they like their chair, I think, with how they're set up interior on the defensive line.
Well, the Levi Onwuzurike discussion is, to me, it's got a couple of layers. Let's go back to 2021. Obviously, that is the draft where they drafted Penei Sewell and Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2 stars, 2 of the best picks that Brad Holmes has made, and I think we would agree with that. They also drafted a guy by the name of Aleem McNeil, who I think sometimes gets forgotten about as another successful pick, a 3rd-round starting defensive tackle. Levi Onwuzurike was actually considered a better prospect than Aleem McNeil. He was drafted in the 2nd round, and he showed a couple of flashes in 2021, not anything special, and then 2022 was a lost season. He was hurt. And I think that speaks to what you're saying, Neil, that maybe Brad Holmes and the whole front office and coaching staff feels confident with who they have, at least a rotation of defensive linemen.